Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Disco Elysium. Today we need to go stuff a body in a fridge somewhere. But before that, we're going to talk to Lena a little bit more. Actually, Jesus, Lena, I'm so sorry. We're just going to walk through you apparently and have your head fused to my lower abdomen, I guess? Did I just drink something out of my pocket? What the hell was that? That was weird. I didn't know I had an idle animation like that. I kinda wanna see what happens now. We got Gardener Lady over there too. Oh no, I'm just folding my arms over. Okay, cool. Also, in between episodes, apparently, the Lonesome Way Home is not great for my playstyle slash build. I guess apparently it relies on drugs. So I'm not gonna do that. Apricot chewing gum though apparently is good for my build. So we'll try that instead and go from there. Probably in the future I'll actually just go and look up what benefits those are. I don't want to do that because, you know, spoilery stuff, but at the same time, I also don't want to waste my skill points, but still. So your husband is some kind of scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
Oh, a fake scientist?
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
Cam, I'm with you.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
No, they're not.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
That's not her hobby. I think it's her husband's job.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious.
Like Bigfoot.
Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
Real, okay.
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
Ooh, less worried about her husband. Has the green 8 pen. Okay. 97%. Maybe you could convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Yeah. I'll hear some cryptids you study. Can you tell me about a couple of them?
Oh, I'd be delighted.
Oh, that thing's back.
Told I could really use the company too.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Okay, Cam. One
He
cryptid.
nods and assumes a waiting posture. Ooh, tough choice there.
Okay, what is the most dangerous
The
cryptid?
gnome of Jeroma.
The Gnome of Jeroma?
Oh, yes. None of its victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue.
What did this cryptid look like? Is it a garden gnome?
It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and a gangly little thing. Quite scary to look at. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it.
Jesus.
It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of this very little
Oh
species?
shit. Kim's using logic.
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
Right. Okay. I said that we would just do one, so we'll just do one. Thank you.
Of course, dear.
Tell me more about this rare insect. Tell me more about morale, looks, your character, your relationship.
Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin.
How long you been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
Hey, a milestone's a milestone. What does your husband look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy.
Relatable.
His eyes are always bright and curious, like
Not
a small
relatable.
boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
My brain read that as he's quite genitalia, and I got really confused for a second.
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
Let's try again. If I met him on the street, what will I look for?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame.
Oh, he's fat.
And he has longish white hair.
Oh, he's Santa.
Usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
Right. Insane. I got it. How did you two meet?
By a dating agency, I'm ashamed to say.
Nothing ashamed about
I
that.
was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he'd just divorced. We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
Neat. All
I
right.
hope I've been useful.
Oh, I'm sure you have. Yeah, I should probably ask about that insect.
Oh, hello, dear. Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
Kim. Oh, insects, man.
Well, it's a phasmid, technically,
I don't know
but
what the fuck that is.
Ah yes, Phasmatodia, a diverse group of insects whose bodies resemble twigs, leaves,
Oh,
that
like
sort
a
of
stick
thing.
bug.
Ghost insects, colloquially. Oh yeah, here comes the interesting.
where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insular Indian coast.
Okay.
Hence its name, the
That's a big
Insular
bug.
Indian phasmid.
Then that's a pretty big fucking bug.
Covering the phasmid with us, officers.
I knew it. We're gonna be chasing made-up insects with cryptozoologists.
Kim.
It's not made up, officer. I can assure you.
Her head just splits open. Just tentacles come out and grab him. Dude, that'd be
There's a
amazing.
Defensiveness to her retort, but also confidence. She seems to sit up a little straighter in her chair.
It's simply elusive, so much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
What makes you think it's around here?
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper.
Yeah, teenagers do that
about
in
an
weird places.
encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping.
Okay, newspaper clipping is all the evidence you have?
Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insular Indian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
Is it dangerous?
Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
I don't know, a lot of dangerous things. Fucking rattlesnakes blend into their fucking surroundings like instantly, and they're pretty dangerous if they bite you, right? So, right? Just because something hides itself doesn't mean... Actually, fuck! Predators! A lot of predators are good at hiding themselves. Is it valuable?
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie.
Yeah, that's fucking true. Does it have cool powers?
Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds.
Like an octopus.
How it stayed hidden all these years. Centuries, even.
Right. What's special with this stick
Oh,
bug?
dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special. Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
Lena, I think you're in a cult. Just maybe. Hey, what are you doing inside and not
Let
sitting
me
outside?
handle this.
What?
Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten.
You're the gardener!
No, I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
Why'd you have gardening gloves
So
then?
let's get to it. That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize...
I'm not sure if I like you anymore.
arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
Yeah, but you can't stop
Could
us.
this be the Miss Buford that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Everard sent to law school?
Well, no, I'm gone. See ya. I actually just thought you were the friendly gardener from outside. So I was coming to say hi. But no. Hello? A good one?
Yes? Hello?
That doesn't answer my question, really.
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
You can see that by your name.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Alright, bye.
This was a tremendously useful interlude.
Kim! 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 Don't start with me. Feel like you're starting with me. You don't want to start with me, alright? That's probably where we need to go over there.
These shelves are overburdened with books from...
Okay. I do need to discover those games again. Apparently there's a lot of stuff in here too. Gee, goddamn, there actually is a ton of stuff in here. Okay.
Shelves filled
Storekeep!
Oh, crime, robbery,
Oh,
murders,
crime!
even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out.
Okay.
You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Highly doubt that. Look through the display
Crime
books.
fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work.
Honestly,
of actual
that's
police
pretty
officers.
fucking true, to be quite honest. I mean, I say that as, like, it's true if you take it... If you can't, like, read something like this and be like, oh, it's a work of fiction and it doesn't really hold too much basis in reality, you shouldn't read it, right? But a lot of people will read these sorts of things and be like, oh, that's so romantic being this, whatever this thing was written about. It's kind of
These
weird.
books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads. And
Yeah, the
eliminate
paperwork
dead
is apparently awful.
What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Sure.
You see Dick Mullen on the job.
I got his hat.
Mullen, The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen.
He cheated on his wife?
A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the Murder House. The Final Case of Dick Mullen. An Obvious Lie. Dick Mullen in the Clock Tower. The Ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's Funeral Pyre.
What?
The Murder of Dick Mullen.
Does sound like Dick Mullen dies a few times with these book titles.
Oh no. Turns out he fainted to solve a case.
Oh, clearly, let's stop.
Shelves filled to the brim with
Look, the
plaque on the
only
shelf
real
reads,
police story you need to believe is
famous
true
people.
is Naked
see
Gun.
a large variety of names.
Anything of note on this
I
shelf?
would say, The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
Honestly, Naked Gun is great set of movies. they're really, well, for my generation, they were really funny. I know humor changes and ages with the time. Clearly, I've definitely have noticed that. But hey, if you like the old-fashioned comedy movies, check out Naked Gun if you haven't. In my opinion, good shit. Who or what is an innocent?
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education.
Debatable?
The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
So you recommend it?
Certainly. It's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos.
You would fucking think, right?
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely.
Okay, well, maybe when I have the money. Over here.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner.
I'll put it back up?
The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Look at the map of
The
Revachol.
north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East.
Okay, and west?
Houdon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad.
We live there,
People
right?
shouldn't live
Supposedly.
there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
And Martinez.
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest. No, Coal City is worse. A charred limb. Rain falls on its slick black streets. And then there's the burnt-out quarter in the heart of Jamrock.
Burnt out quarter.
Is it cold in this bookstore? Or is it just you?
I guess it's just me.
No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive.
Look at the map of Martinez.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there.
Okay, what about this one?
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean.
Am I not
The
wearing
largest
pants?
in the
Wait.
northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another far away in the southwest.
Why does it look like I'm only wearing
Seven
socks right
Islands,
now?
Ile de Fantôme.
What else?
Ozon, Laurentide, Face à la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands. All just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white, disintegrating into mathematics.
Cool.
In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you, radiating outwards from you. The suzerain Revachol.
Can
with
you...
a radius of 80 kilometers. Still, the crown jewel of this Isola would be barely visible.
Can you see the cities?
You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vilmandu, on archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Semenine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas. Lost little pearls of light, tiny fires in the dark. 850 million people live on these little dots. And
that's a lot of people.
Of culture and commerce torn apart by history.
Look at the edges.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth.
What's that Jedi?
Is the northeast azimuth.
Oh,
Samara
what's his
is the
name?
east azimuth.
Kamadi Monday?
Sail is the
No.
west azimuth.
Maybe.
Solas, they're called.
Dude with a giant head.
Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian. Unknown to you. You only know you've never been there.
Okay.
You have little idea what they are. Distant stars.
Aw.
Gods. But look,
Probably not gods.
You feel almost non-existent. Whatever perhaps
I'm sorry.
they are
I thought you were
gods.
done.
Gods of distance and outer dust.
Hey, shopkeep, can I buy
I'm
these?
sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
Rude.
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Why is the one in Martinez so
That
cheap?
old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be.
Okay, then why would I want to
From
buy
when
it?
some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps.
What happened
They
then?
didn't get that far, for some reason.
Ooh,
A shame the project never got going.
okay.
Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up.
Sure,
These
it's
ruins
90
are bad
cents.
business.
I'll come back for the map later. 90 cents isn't that much, but I only have
This
$6.
bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Okay, how about, well, I should look
Amidst
through
the
it.
various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
Uh-huh. Like actual medicinal advice or like fake medicinal advice? How does this
It
work?
serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book, is garbage.
Ah,
and will
right.
only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything.
So the person should be hung from the rat. Chronos. Nah, just people are.
Wholeness,
Yeah.
unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some books out there that actually have good advice at self-care without using medicine and stuff like that. But there are some shit out there that is just honestly should not be out there. Like that gives such awful advice that end up ruining people's lives or killing them. Do not take medical advice, people that don't know anything about medication or medical shit. Does this book say anything else?
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder.
Sorry, that just got
to
me.
treat
How
and
you
prevent
could continue
sexually
drinking if your
transmitted
liver is destroyed from
diseases,
being an alcoholic.
pre- and post
That's fucking amazing.
Nothing worth buying. This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this?
Find something truly otherworldly.
The throbbing in your head increases with every passing moment you gaze at this shelf. Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, Medicinal Purposes of the Pale.
Of the Pale. What's this book
The
about?
book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk remedies involving the pale, also known as le territoire. For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young
So
birch
flogging
tree
yourself?
from the near pale.
I mean, to be fair, that's not exactly new. That shit's been around for a while. Sounds painful.
It is supposedly invigorating and good for the circulation.
What else?
It also recommends consuming distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey that have been aged in the pail. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the pail and leave them there for 30 to 60 days, depending on the potency desired.
Okay, what does this pale age liquor do?
Among other benefits, it is alleged to restore a damaged liver to perfect health.
How's that possible?
Is it any more improbable than anything else that human beings put their faith in?
Yeah, well, what
For
else?
general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the pail, though a sidebar cautions readers to limit each stroll to less than an hour.
What is the pale? What am I
These
missing?
strolls promise to cleanse the mind of worries and the body of toxins, especially if the perambulator performs this ritual in the nude. Nudity figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions.
Yeah, nakedness is pretty great.
This is exactly what you need.
Nakedness? What
There's
else?
an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations.
Probably need that.
Excuse me, sir. I believe you've been perusing that particular volume long enough. If you'd like to continue reading, I must insist you buy it.
Well, maybe I'll do that later. I'm gonna need more money. There was nothing there. We need to talk to her. Oh, which one was this is the one with the games, right?
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna skip
Who are
through
you
this
going
real
to play board
fast.
games with? Do you have friends or family?
Hey, do I have friends,
Are you
Lieutenant?
actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance?
I feel like I don't have any
Friends
kids.
are technically like family.
No, they're
For
not.
With friends, I'd recommend suzerainty. It's
Okay,
to
what is this
civilize
one?
Lousy auras. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts.
Okay.
There's also a large hardbound tome with
Oh, that was the other
There's
one.
a box that's nonsense.
Okay, so these were the two ones that I unlocked last time. Great. Kind of sped through there. Pretty sure we went through that right. How's it going?
Hi,
Annette? Yeah.
Detective. Are you here for more books?
No, bye. It's over here.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian.
Oh,
on the
me?
cover. Nearly all the titles.
Why does
contain
this sound
the word
like we've already read this?
Hyundai somewhere.
Oh, Man from Hyundai. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
Nice.
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing
Uh-huh.
to do.
There was a comic book that I used to read from England about two Vikings. I read this as a child. What the hell? I want to say... Start with an O, the name of one of the Vikings. England Viking... Should probably put British Viking comic. No, not that. Oh, that guy looks familiar. Is that the guy? Oh wait, no, is this it? Yeah. Didn't start with an O. Where is it? Asterisk in the Viking? Is that it? That looks like it. I feel like I brought Asterisk and Obelisk. Oh shit, yeah. No, that's not it. No, wait, yeah, it is. Oh, they go. God, they made a fucking live action Netflix movie of it. Oh no. They what? I'm not sure if it's actually a Netflix movie. It's a live action movie though. Asterisk and Obelisk, The Middle Kingdom. $44 million box office. Well, that's fine. The Adventures of Asterisk is the one that I'm thinking of. Yeah. Nice. All right, cool. Jaunt down memory lane there. Sounds good. Which one should I start with?
Does it matter? They're all the same. However, the The customer is always right, they say.
Also, I definitely feel like I've talked about that Viking
If you're a
book
novice
before.
of the series, I'd recommend Hjelmdalaman, the man from Hjelmdal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Rows and rows of Hjelmdalamen.
Okay, good
below
God.
the vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hjelmdal and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hjelmdal, Return to Hjelmdal. And the Solipsistic, Man from Hjelmdal and the Hjelmdal Man.
Those fucking names.
Maybe 100. Man from Hjelmdal and the Sages at the End of the World. Man from Hjelmdal and the False God. Man from Hjelmdal and the Scorched Earth.
Is that
Man
all?
from Hjelmdal.
No, it's
The
not.
Hjelmdal colonies.
Okay, just go,
Not even
please.
Close. Man from Hjelmdal in Hell. Man from Hjelmdal.
Okay, do
and
any
the
of these call out
Forest
to
of
me?
Slaves. A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
Relatable. What is it?
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Hjelmdal in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. She's laughing at him, belittling him.
Rude.
Between the throne and the Hjelmdalaman lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Hjelmdal and the Devil Woman.
Aren't all women devil women? That's rude.
The
Interesting.
display rack before you is burdened under piles.
All right, cool. I think that's everything in here. Hi, I would like to use your fridge for a body, please.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Right, can I go to your cellar?
Fridge? No, I don't know anything about a fridge. Aren't you interested in books?
No.
For whatever reason, she's lying to you about the fridge. Seems like you have to find your own way to the cellar.
Sounds good to me. Kim, if she does anything, shoot her. Chronos, what?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Well, I'm hired.
She's right. Those curtains give off some eerie vibes.
What's so weird about the
Let's not mess
curtains?
with it. Be wary of those mysterious ornaments from the dark isles.
What do you mean?
Do you realize what's out there? Upon the mist-shrouded islands of Ile de Fantôme in Seminine, eerie pygmies and wild shamans practicing unnatural mysticism.
I think I went to that stage in Diablo 2. But you're out of line?
Not so. You sense their strange magics, cast from the dark forest they writhe around in. Don't believe it? Go ahead, straight through the curtains. Suffer the consequences.
Right, what's behind the curtains?
Now, please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Are you trying to Jedi mind trick me?
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Strange cage-like trinket.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to provide protection against ill luck, bad dreams, curses, and other supernatural scourges.
Okay.
Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme and the Seminine Islands down south, don't listen to what Inland Empire told you. It's a beautiful place with a rich and unique culture.
Sure.
Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head.
Well,
charm
I'm gonna open the
this time.
curtain.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
No.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're dumb if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
Well, I need a fridge.
Everybody suddenly needs something from there. Leave the curtains be. It's what it was.
Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
This is about the curse, that's why you're afraid?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
Girl, you can't stop me. But I also sense this place is calling me.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the
I don't care! You can't stop me!
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
Oh, I'm Team Extreme, baby.
Something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Kim, should I rip the curtains off? Should I go talk to her? I could rip the curtains off, but I could talk to her as well. Kim, you got any advice for this? Yeah. No? Okay. Well, I mean, I kinda need... The body's decaying outside, ma'am. And if there's a dark curse that's in here, you could probably help me, right? Or at least kill everyone in this town. But, I guess we'll figure out what we're doing next time. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all then. Bye.